What was your big aha moment for Enterprise 2.0?
Talking to CIOs and they're so tired of the big fat applications and realizing that they had to embrace social media and the movement of new applications to move into their business. And when you started hearing it at that level, you knew a sea change was happening.
So once we implemented Yammer and I saw the adoption of my team members to Yammer, I understood that this is it. This is a new way to manage the company.
Using Enterprise 2.0 software enabled me to come to my newer company and onboard faster than I'd ever done before.
Well, I've been in the IT industry for 25 years, and I've been using email as a collaborative environment for the bulk of that 25 years. And I think my aha moment is, it's not about me communicating with one other person. It's the many collaboration offerings that bring groups of people together.
But I think my biggest aha moment is when I realized that we were talking about social CRM over here and we were talking about Enterprise 2.0 over here, and frankly, they end up to me being two halves of the same thing.
So mine was a long time ago. So back in 2002 when I was blogging, I met this guy named Pete Kaminsky, and the aha moment was we were sitting there watching a panel that was about old guard collaboration technologies. They were talking about rigid workflow and how hard all these things were. And this guy got up in the middle of the audience named Doc Searles, and he lectured the panel. He's like, wait a minute, we're collaborating despite you. I'm having an IM conversation with these people over here. Dan Gilmore just posted a blog post about the last panel. There's all kinds of artifacts flying all over the web about this event, and all this is done with low-cost, lightweight, web-native solutions.
A couple of weeks ago, we were at the S-Fund event where Conor Perkins announced the new S-Fund to allow developers to come into the social world. And one of the remarks that came from Zuckerberg was there are two types of companies in this social world. Those who have approached social bottoms up and those who have slapped it on top. And it was very clear in his comments that the ones that are going to win are the ones that think social ground up. And so I hadn't really thought about it that way, but I think when we think about Enterprise 2.0, the companies that are going to be most successful in the Enterprise 2.0 world are going to be those vendors that are building a social paradigm from the ground up.
I think that aha moment was actually when I was working at Forrester Research and was trying to find an answer to a problem. And I couldn't get to the answer, but I posted something out there to the internal network and got answers in probably less than 5 minutes to a problem I've been solving for 10 days.
Long ago, before I ever worked for PBWorks, before I even was an investor in the company, I was merely a user. And I was using it at my previous startup where we were focused on building systems management tools. And we actually ended up using it as the agenda and workflow management for our product management team. And when I saw that we could do this using a tool that at the time was free and accomplish such great things within our company, I said, you know what, I bet there's a business here, because if I would pay for it, and I'm one of the cheapest guys alive, somebody else will pay for it.
I was working in a financial services company. I was an enterprise architect, and I was given a task where I had a lot of responsibility and no authority. I had to get about 1,000 developers aligned around a particular technology, and I had no authority to do so. I had to figure out how to do it. And somebody came to me with an idea saying, why don't you create a community? Here's some wiki, forum, bloggy kind of thing. It might help, and use your influence to get people aligned. And I figured, okay, sounds a lot more fun than failing at the excuse of I can't do it without a huge staff and budget. So I tried it, and it worked.
And have you had an aha moment yet with Enterprise 2.0?
I'm having it right now.